Okay, here we are back again. This is Unwelcome Mama Exposure Series Episode 1. I'm sorry, hold on, that's Episode 3. I'm confused. Maybe I do have a brain disorder. Wow, this shit is unreal. Holy moly. Ableism, where is it? Okay, here we go. We both have a brain disorder that makes life and trauma so much more unbearable than it is for someone with an average brain. Okay, I don't even know that I really need to go into that too far. Just to say that I do not condone any kind of hierarchical thinking surrounding brains or consciousness, or you're average and I'm heightened, or you're average and I'm subpar, or any of that, or I'm disordered. Again, I would like to repeat, because this bears repeating, that when your son is murdered and ripped from your abdomen without feeling pain relief, my response to that experience, in addition to being silenced for 882 days and victim blamed, any response that comes from that is completely ordered. Okay, I am completely justified in absolutely anything I do, and most certainly justified in calling out charlatans like you. So here it is. You've been banned from this is Lindsay. You've been banned from numerous groups, including one that doesn't even have anything to do with the birthing community. I honestly don't even know what you're talking about, but I will agree that I have been banned and blocked from more groups than I can keep track of for simply sharing about my birth story and speaking my son's name, Kali Ra Ayman Jai Kali Ma. I only know this because people tell me, thinking that I still give a shit about your story. Wow, I have never read this before. You are something fucking else. They tell me because they sit by watching in horror what you go through. You are not alone. You've never been alone. People hear you. People cry for you. But at what point do our stories and lives matter too? Oh shit, is this that like white lives matter too shit? Is that what the fuck this is? Yo, listen, hear me now, okay? My trauma is independently deserving of value, and your trauma and whatever you got going on with your brain over there, okay, and your confusion clearly is also valid, all right? But I can't even believe this shit. Can we all matter? Yes, that's true. But right now, the marginalized voices, i.e., my voice that you have worked to censor, that gets to speak now. Okay, you don't give a shit about my story. Wow, I still think that your life matters too. This is unbelievable. At what point can someone say stop? No, everybody can tell me to stop, and there will be no point where I will stop. I will go harder, and you are my fuel, and I have to thank you for fueling me up. Ooh, toot toot, steam engine, fully fueled right now. I can't handle your shit right now. And at what point is it acceptable to say that you intimidate and bully people, and that's why you're being banned? Not because anyone is trying to silence you or shun you. Listen, I have folders full, literally overflowing folders on my computer where I have to take and put them on hard drive space externally, because I'm showing how I have literally begged for scraps of humanity from this Buffalo community and the greater natural vaginal unmedicated birth movement for 882 days. So please don't tell me some charlatanism about how I have been bullying people and intimidating people. My intellect may very well intimidate people, but I was bullied severely growing up, which I wrote a piece about, and so it is absolutely an affront to the very core of my being for anyone to tell me that I have taken up the torch of the very people who have tried to bury me my entire life. Okay? That's false. You're a liar, and we're going to keep it going. As I told, this is Lindsay. As I told Amy, you and your other friends, I'd like to call them trolls, but we'll call them friends. Wow. Are you talking about all the lost moms that have come around the globe? Okay, from around the globe. Are you talking about them? All the people with all the birth trauma stories that are based in the hospital and out of hospital, and the solidarity of coming to my aid finally, okay, and being the ultimate reflection of, you know, what it looks like to be a sister. You're gonna call those people trolls. Woo! You are more than welcome to share your story and these kinds of conversations on our Improving Birth page. We have 4 separate women helping admin the page. What the fuck are you talking about? 4 women with different perspectives. I wanted you to share it there so there would never be any conflict of interest on my part. Listen, you don't get to tell me where I share my shit. I'll share my shit anywhere I want. And I've tried to share there too. And you know what? It's fucking crickets and tumbleweeds. And I got a piece about that. It's called Crickets and Tumbleweeds. Okay? Coming to you soon. I wanted you to share it there so there would never be any conflict. Okay. You are not alone. And don't you fucking forget it. Whew. Whoa. Wow. Okay, but you don't give a shit about me. And you've literally tried to bury me in your dismissal and deflection from the actual core issue here is that my son's killers have not been held accountable yet because of your kind of behavior, and all your buddies and all your friends, which I will call trolls because they actually define that term. Here we go. And don't you post this kind of shit and not mention our numerous conversations over the past years. Don't you dare post something like that and not tell people that I was among the few people you trusted with the knowledge of Phoenix. That meant something to me. Let me address that. I absolutely trusted you. I called you my friend. I also asked for your solidarity and just simply asking your contracted OBGYN, Dr. Katharine Morrison. I asked you to just ask her about her surgical privilege status at the hospital. You promised me that you would have that conversation, and then I have the screenshots to show that you could never get up the courage to do it. But yet you still pay her. You still pay her to take care of you, and you still pay my son's killers money, okay? And then you want to talk about how you've been this amazing person to me to sit. You've literally sat and listened to me, and you've been my confidant. But you know what? When I asked you to move on something and actually show solidarity, you fell short. Far, far short of the mark on that. And what you also aren't addressing is that I volunteered my services in graphic design to support your little initiative, Western New York Postpartum Mood and Anxiety Disorder Group. Do you remember that? Do you want me to post the pictures of the shirts that were created with the image that I designed for that group for free? Talk about solidarity. Wow. Keep digging your hole deeper. You really should stop now, but we'll keep going. I still care. Just wait, you said you didn't give a shit. What the fuck? Inconsistent. Despite this attempt at public shaming, but you have got to take care of yourself. Listen, you're a fixer. We talked about this. I have all the screenshots of when I came to you and first shared my story with you, and your response was, you need to go get help. You need to try tapping. You need to get Reiki. You need to do all these different things. And I told you that I'm not asking for your advice. I'm asking for your solidarity. Stop being a fixer. It's toxic. It is absolutely 100% toxic and devastating to grief mothers to be told how to do their grief sojourn by people who are not on that same path. Okay? Step away from this shit for a day or 2 or 10. No, I will not. Ever until we get accountability and I am able to help other women avoid this absolute shit that I've had to live, okay? It's not going to happen. You're not going to silence me. I'm not stepping away for 2 or 10 seconds. Get it through your head. This is going to get a whole lot harder for you and all of the yes men, all of the provider apologists, all of the victim blamers. It's going to get a lot more intense. I have just barely begun. Fighting with people on the internet feels good at first, but will leave you feeling more empty and alone than you did in the first place. I learned this the hard way. Please take care of yourself. Please. Lindsay. I'll do my best, Lindsay. Thank you. I'm going to do my best, and my path to healing is to call your shit out. Bye-bye.